off we go on EA Sports.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now the rookie fourth-round pick. This is Dameon Pierce.
And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there on the first play of the game. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right, and he'll just get rid of it.
This defense for the Bears, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Off the play fake, here's Franks.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Now the first carry for Darrington Evans.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
The Bears at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. It's a jet sweep. Here comes Claypool with it.
And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A huge play there for Chicago. 59 yards.
Well, for a play that didn't look like much at the snap, that jet sweep turned into a big play in a hurry.
And how about how they ran the play? Because they obviously caught the defense out of position and not expecting that one, and that turned into a nice chunk of yardage. But how about the execution on the handoff? Most of the times we see on the jet sweep, they punch it forward so that if it falls to the ground, it's just an incomplete pass. Here, you got to execute it well. Otherwise, it's a fumble.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground. Evans again.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Evans fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Flushed out right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Bears go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
They go play action with Franks. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Partner, it took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Going for it with Pierce.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st down, they go right back to Pierce.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Setting up play action. Franks.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a 1st down.
It's Franks now from the shotgun.
And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. Franks will throw for it on 4th down.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Off play action. Fields.
Flush to his right.
Fields hit, and the ball is loose.
And the Texans scoop it. There he goes left side. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Chase Claypool, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bears have taken the lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
92 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Another carry for Pierce.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Fields throw there, complete to Mooney.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On play action, Fields. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it here just past the 25.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Frank's throw taken in by Collins.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Frank's looking to throw. Open man there is Collins, complete.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
Let's go. Blue 32. Blue 52.
On 1st down, here's Franks.
Escaping the pressure right.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
A 1st down throw. Here's Franks.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he's got room. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce.
And a short gain here down to the 22. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Franks.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Franks now.
Flushed out right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Now Franks.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Now a first down throw. Fields.
Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jones will come now in motion right. To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Fields. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Throwing again is Fields. There's Mooney with another catch.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
1 second, all that remains. They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
An injury cost Montgomery 4 games early in the year, which kept him from repeating his 1,000-yard season from the previous one. He still reached over 800 yards and caught another 42 passes and is firmly entrenched as the Bears' top backfield option for his 4th season.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Play action. It's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Right side, Claypool's got it. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll run here with Evans.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd and goal, Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body.
And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. 142 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They go again with Pierce. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Being chased out left.
Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
4th down, Frank's going to throw for it.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
On 1st down, Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got it at the 15. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st down, and forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now on 2nd and 13.
Fields throws the out route and finds Claypool.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
They'll try and run for this with Evans.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
They snap it to Fields.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Texans are right back in this football game.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep, and on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
Give to Pierce now on the option.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll try and run right on the option. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And this will be a Texans 1st down as he gets this up past the 30.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
This will be complete to Mechie. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He's got Jordan complete right side.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Give to Pierce now on the option.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
He's back to throw.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. 32.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Steps away to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. This pass on target, Bayless-Jones with it. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get them home free. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw, Fields. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now the point after try for Santos. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me,
and this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Bears will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards.
And that's caught inside the 35. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed.